adding an inventory item. Go to Portal Admin at the top, click on Inventory Manager. Under Inventory Manager, there is a drop down here at the top for your specific market or warehouse. You can add it to that particular warehouse only if you choose to, or you can add it to one warehouse and then copy it to the others, and I'll show you how to do that. So you'll click New. Under the General tab, you will choose a category. I'm going to choose a category as Other. Your categories are important because that's how they are bundled in the shopping cart, is by category. I'm going to enter in a short description. And your long description is this entire box here at the bottom. And this is very similar to your notifications or your email manager, even your document library. You can add in HTML code, which you can do that by checking View Source Code, or you can just type it in and design it within this box, or you can design it within Word and then copy paste it into the box. I am just going to put some basic descriptions here in the long description. You can also add videos or links in here for the particular product if you choose to. Okay, so once I've done that, now I need to add a weight, and this box is going to be 1/10 of a pound. On hand, you can use the on-hand inventory numbers if you choose to. I'm going to say that there are 1,000 on hand. If you choose not to use the inventory numbers within the Worldview system, you can leave the on-hand at 0 and your orders will still batch and process successfully. You can use the reorder at if you also like the alerts built within the inventories counts within Worldview. The SKU itself is the SKU name. Now this can be alphanumeric, they can be all numeric or all alpha. I'm going to say this is box 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is my SKU. My order sort is how it appears within the shopping cart. So I'm going to say this appears in the first or towards the top of the section within the category. And same for signing up. So the order sort is when someone places an order. The sign up sort is when somebody's actually signing up and placing an order, so you can put it down in the same thing. The export sort, this is only used for certain clients that use coding to export certain SKUs in front of others. If you are not using this, the only other thing you need to do is select a tax category. Once you have your tax categories added in here, you can go ahead and add them in. They are either words or number codes. I'm just going to say that this is a Utah tax category because that's what's in here, but most likely you'll have an alphanumeric code or a numeric code. And you click Save. Now, as you can see, it appears in the list of all of my multitudes of SKUs that are in the system. That doesn't necessarily mean it's been turned on. So the next tab that I'm going to go to is the Market tab. Now that I've saved, I have all the rest of the tabs and I can do this. As you can see, it is currently only in Maine, but if I wanted to automatically add it to the Canada warehouse, I could do so by checking the box and saving those changes. That exact SKU will be added exactly the way it is right now in the Maine warehouse to the Canada warehouse. And the next tab over is pricing. You'll always want to set prices and PV and CV levels for all levels, but not necessarily check them. So for this one, they have 0 PV and CV for all the wholesale, retail, preferred, and at cost levels. The wholesale is usually what you use for your distributors, preferred is what you use for your preferred customers, and retail is what you use for your retail customers. Each company is slightly different, where you can choose one price for wholesale, one price for preferred, and one price for retail. Some companies do the same price for exactly wholesale versus preferred, but a different price for retail, and some do them all the same. So each company is different when it comes to your pricing. If you have multiple currencies in your system, each currency will appear here. US dollars is your base currency for all of your SKUs and your commissions. So you have to put in a US price even if it's for a different market who isn't using US. So for this particular one, the wholesale price is $11.49. The preferred cost, which is slightly more, which would be $12.49. The retail cost is $15. And the at cost, we're just going to leave a zero cost in here for the at cost, as it's not needed at this time. If you aren't using your other currencies and they do appear, you don't have to fill them in. But if you are using them, you do have to fill in dollar amounts there. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to turn on the retail, the preferred, and the wholesale. Meaning if someone is signing up as a distributor, a preferred customer, or a retail customer, or they are already one of those three ranks, they will be able to see this SKU in their shopping cart. And you click Save. Going to the next tab is the Flags tab. Flags tab is very important. If you do not check any of these flags, even though you've turned on all the pricing for your distributors, preferred customers, or retail customers, they still will not appear in the cart unless you actually turn on flags to appear in the cart. So the most important ones are, of course, shippable. Shippable for the system means that even if it's turned off and somebody had placed this order a month ago, or your customer service agents are just now placing a replacement order, this SKU must remain shippable or it will not batch to your fulfillment centers. Order Manager is for your customer service agents to use within Worldview. If that is not checked, it does not show within Worldview as an item in their drop-down box when they place an order, and they won't be able to send it out. If you want this to appear as an option for an auto-ship item, you must check the auto-ship box. If your replicated sites has a shopping cart that's integrated with your SKUs, then you must check replicated sites so this item appears within the shopping cart on the replicated site itself. Another really important one is category view and quick form views. Those are the two different types of views that you can use within the shopping cart itself. One is a list form, one is a category form that only lists the different items within that specific category. And then, of course, most importantly, do you want these items on the initial order sign-up process? Do you want it to appear in their initial order auto-ship sign-up process? And do you want this to appear as a hot item? Hot items are things that would appear first upon enrollment or entering an order because they're important to you as a company. Promos typically go in there, or the one item that is considered your flagship for your company would be considered a hot item. This 10 by 10 box is not considered a hot item for me, so I am just going to click Save on those. Okay, so now I have turned it on completely and have added the pricing. Sometimes there will be attributes that will be used to do specific things within your shopping cart. If you wanted to force an item upon enrollment, such as maybe an enrollment kit, you can do that by using the attribute flags here and then adding it to your enrollment profiles. If you wanted to provide a SKU as a gift, if somebody were to have purchased over X PV, say 100 PV, then you would be able to check the attribute flag that would do this for you. So you could say if they purchased over 100 PV, they get this free box. The other thing that you can do, other than adding in a fancier long description, you can add an image. So in order to add the image, you would click on the little camera out to the left-hand side of the SKU itself. And right now you'll see that it has a circle with a line through it in red, meaning that there's no picture uploaded. Once there is a picture uploaded, you will be able to see the black camera appear. So we're going to go ahead and add a picture. By clicking on that camera, it will open up a pop-up box. In here you can choose your file, and I'm going to upload this picture of the box and click Upload Image. I purposely saved this as a PNG file so you could see that the system does only allow JPEG image files. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and choose the JPEG. The JPEG I have saved in here as a slightly different name, but you can see that it is a JPEG, and I'm going to click Upload Image. Now, if I click on that particular SKU, you can see that it has a black camera image, which means the image has been uploaded. To remove the image, you click on the camera again, use the pop-up box. There is a button in there that says Remove Image.